Hello YouTube, and the topic of this video is going to be the iPhone 4, as I'm sure you could tell from the title of the video. It was released yesterday, which was Thursday, and right away the initial feedback from about the iPhone 4 from the customers who either pre-ordered it or were walk-in customers was very positive for the most part. Later on, I'll get to the cons or the negative points of some feedback. But first off, people really just love the fact that it's the new iPhone. There's some great features that come with it, obviously. It's a pretty big upgrade from the 3GS, which is now, I don't know if they dropped it recently in price, but I know it's significantly cheaper than the iPhone 4. And if you haven't already seen the I guess I want to call it introductory video or whatever it is. The keynote, I believe, is the official term. Apple.com has that along with some other info. So the iPhone 4, it starts at $199, I believe, for the base model. That's 16 gigs. Yeah. Fair price? I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not that big of a phone shopper. It's pretty. I mean, in terms of what other phones are out there, it's pretty expensive. But for what it gives you, I mean, it's not just a phone. It's a lot more than a phone. It's basically a mini computer is really what I want to say. I mean, the fact that it can capture in high definition and the FaceTime and just all the features. And also, I know iOS 4 can be used on the 3GS and other versions of like the iPod Touch, second and third gen. So most of the features that are new that comes on the iPhone 4 can be used on previous models of the iPhone and iPod Touch, but to get the full package and all the features and all the cool stuff, you have to get the iPhone 4. Now here, I have the first gen iPod Touch, nothing like an iPhone 4. See, you thought I had it. No, I don't. Again, not that big of a phone shopper. I actually don't have a cell phone currently. I mean, I have one, I just don't use it. But anyway, I digress. Back to the iPhone 4. Basically, if you could give me some comments, give me some video responses. Do you have an iPhone 4? Do you have one pre-ordered? Did you go out to the store and be a walk-in? Did you get one? Tell me things that you like about it. So yeah, give me positive feedback. And also, now what I'm going to get to is the negative parts of the feedback about the iPhone 4. If you have watched the keynote, a big part of it is the actual structure, the hardware, the iPhone 4. Completely new structure. I believe glass on both sides. But anyway, the main issue is their antenna. Obviously not visible. It's integrated within the metal bands, I believe, around the edges of the iPhone, and there have been a lot of complaints about this, and Apple recognizes this, and they do so to such a degree that they automatically have a cure for it. Whether they knew it was going to be a problem and then they made the cure, which I'll talk about in a second, I'm not sure if they knew beforehand or if they just quickly made this and distributed the cure for the problem. But anyway, it dropped calls, things like that. The antenna malfunctions, I guess, or it just, you lose connection, dropped calls. I don't know if it affects FaceTime. I don't think it does. FaceTime runs on Wi-Fi, I believe. But yeah, anyway, so their cure is you're holding it the wrong way. And that's one of their cures, actually. Hold it the right way. When I hold a phone, I want to hold it how I want to. I don't want to have to be instructed, hey, you have to hold a phone a certain way, otherwise it won't work. I mean, come on, it's a phone. You should be able to hold it any way you want. I don't know someone who doesn't hold a phone like this to their ear, but if there's somebody out there that holds it differently and you're holding it the wrong way, then I don't know. So apparently people are holding the iPhone 4 the wrong way. And if you want to hold it how you want, then you have to buy a $30 case. I believe Bumper is the name of the case. It's approximately $30, depending on your currency, location, etc. It is a case made by Apple that fixes the problem. I've heard positive feedback by people. Chris Perillo, maybe you people are aware. He seems to love the iPhone 4, though he has some constructive criticism about it, especially about the specific antenna problem and the case and all that. So I think it's a pretty big deal that they're charging you $199 for the iPhone 4, money for several good apps, all the data plan and all that through AT&T, and then again the service with AT&T is not top notch, I'll say, and then they're charging you $30 for a solution to a problem that I have a feeling they knew about long before the release of the iPhone 4. So I don't know. I mean, what do you think about that? Please leave a comment on that also. I mean, I think that's kind of wrong. I think that they should have figured out a solution, at least either make the case free, say, hey, we're going to ship this all to you, or ship the case to you for free because we screwed up. But no, in reality, they're charging you $30, which from what I've heard, I have not seen this case up close. But from what I hear, I guarantee you it does not cost $30 per unit to make them. So they're making a huge profit, first off, on the iPhone 4, obviously, which estimated numbers have been in past the millions, along with the iPhone 3GS made at least $1 million on its release weekend. So initial numbers, a staggering profit on the iPhone 4 Apple's making, and then they're charging you more money for a solution to a problem that they knew about. I again, think that's wrong. The case better look pretty dang cool, is all I'm saying. If not, then I don't know what to say. Either that, or without maybe not shipping the case to people, but maybe having say, hey, if you come into the Apple store, we'll give you one for free. Something they have to work something out. Charging $30 for a solution is just not practical. I mean, yeah, they're going to get money. People are going to get it because they want to use their iPhone. But come on, I mean, a day after the release of a pretty big deal in the world of phones, I'd say. It's if you turn on, maybe not the TV news, but if you look up online tech articles, I guarantee you're going to see something. Hardware issues with the iPhone 4, difficulties with the iPhone 4, interviewed people, what's the feedback? I guarantee you, you're more likely going to see an article or a news feed or comments about negative things like the hardware issues about the iPhone 4, then you're going to hear, hey, look at the iPhone 4, unless you go to Apple's website, obviously. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal. Even maybe it's because it's it's a really big hype about, hey, there's a problem with it, attack Apple. Maybe it's that, I'm not sure. Maybe it really is that big of an issue. Again, I don't have an iPhone 4, so I can't really know for myself. Only time will tell to see if constant feedback is given to Apple about this issue. I'm not really sure. Again, time will be the only thing to tell us. So yeah, give me your feedback about the iPhone 4. Have you watched the keynote? Have you learned about it? Would you be interested in getting one? Do you have one? All those questions and anything else, leave a video response or a comment below. And also, if you want to follow more news about me or the community or either of my channels, please, you can follow me on Twitter, add me as a friend on Myspace, join the Facebook fan page. All these places I post links and updates about various iPhone 4 and other, obviously, software, hardware, and tech in general things. I post all info and different things like that on those links, so please do all those if you're interested. You can also ask me questions, well, basically anything, anonymously on FormSpring. You can email me comments, questions, suggestions. I always respond to emails, so if you want a guaranteed response, please email me. Yeah, all those links again and information in the description. So yeah, hope you enjoy the iPhone 4 review, even though it's not really a review, but it's just informational video. Peace out, YouTube.